It's so soon. What's up, you guys? Hi, Ellie. Hi, Maria. Hi, Cats. What's up, you guys? Hi, Amaya. I'm on my phone tonight, so I shouldn't have any issues with reading chats today. If you were watching my live yesterday, then you would know that I was struggle bussing with trying to get all the things situated. Ooh, okay, Amaya, that's what's up. Why was it a rough day today, Ellie? I hope it's getting better. Hi, Ava. Hi, Gabrielle. Now that I'm here, I'm happy. Okay, I'm glad you're happier, Ellie. I'm so happy that you're happier. Today is my Q&A segment, you guys. So we just open up the chat for questions. I usually wait for a few minutes or so just to let everybody get in. And then you guys can just start asking away, usually around 8:05 or so. Ask me whatever you guys want to ask. And then I also have my bubble with some random questions that I like to pull. Oh, Katz is already starting with her questions every time I see you. Oh, Gabriella, that's so sweet. Eva, someone said, why are you on live again with your big back? So you over there looking like Kung Fu Panda? Who said that? Bebo, someone said, why are you? Who said that? Or you just saying that, Ava? I'm so confused. Yeah, what's your question, Amaya? What's up, Billy? Katz says, how many kids do you want to have? I have exactly how many kids I want. I am content with my 2 boys. It was rough because today we had to tell someone our past, and I was bawling my eyes out. Oh, yeah. Therapy is hard, you know, doing the hard work of healing from past trauma. That's hard work. What's am, boo? What up, Billy? Gabriella, what do you mean, how old is me? Who is me? You're asking me how old you are? I don't know how old you are. Hi, Elmo. Shout out you and your kids. Thank you, Elmo. What if you get another baby and it's a girl? Will you be happy? Yeah, I'll never have a child or conceive a child that I don't want. So if God were to bless me with more children, boys or girls, I would be super happy. But I am very content with the boys that I have. I love being a boy mom. I'm a bit of a tomboy myself, so I thoroughly... It's not lamb, that's steak. You guys, Donovan had basketball practice today, so he is... Hold on, I'm grabbing my charger. He's still eating dinner. He just got home, so he's actually still awake, still eating dinner, never going to bed at his bedtime these last few weeks. But he is eating dinner. I made some steak. I don't eat steak, but I made steak for him and my husband, and some mashed potatoes, green beans, and then I made some jerk chicken breast. We had to tell all the kids there. Yeah, that's super hard. Hi, Jessica. Jessica says, block me. You can just not come into the live. I don't really understand. You guys, my stand is acting crazy right now. The stand that I have my phone on is acting a little wonky since I had to charge my, plug my phone up. So bear with me, you guys. Thank you for all the double taps, you guys. I see that you guys are liking in the chat. Thank you. I told her to try for a girl. She said, no way. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try to have any more children. Like, I'm not gonna, for my oldest, we really wanted to have a baby. So we were like tracking ovulations and doing all that stuff. So I wouldn't like try to have another child. But like I said, if I were to become pregnant, I would be, I would be very happy. I would love that baby just like I love the other two. Like I would be super ecstatic. So it would never be an issue in that way. I wish my mom would be happy with my siblings. How many siblings do you have, cats? Hair is so beautiful. Thank you, pretty baby. I like your hair, clock it. Thank you, unknown. You guys don't forget to like. Don't forget to double tap. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. And yeah, you guys can drop your questions in the chat. God bless you and your family. Thank you, RS. Ra, how do you say your name? Ja Jing Singh says hello, hi. Hi, Gigi. Gigi's in the chat. Hi, Evie. Thank you. Madison says hello. Ariana White says hello. Hi, Ariana. She says you're so amazing. Thank you so much, Ariana. Love you. Ellie says, but that was only because I am bringing up my past trauma there again. Yeah. Billy say, how you doing, mama? Gigi, how you doing? Oh, love you too. LOL Queen. Hi, Teak Kook. Hi, Andre. Andre says, are you okay? Do you have any kids? Not to be personal. Yeah, I have 2 boys. Hello, watching you from, how do you say that? Kigali, Rwanda. Keep up. Thank you. African Heels. Oh, Africana Heels. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother, but I have 1 stepsister. Hi, Maddie. Maddie says she loves my nose ring. Thank you, Maddie. Evie says, oh my gosh, you're like my favorite YouTuber, and I'm so shocked that you know how to pronounce my name. Yeah, I love your name, Evie. I like Evie names because my name is an Evie name. LOL Queen says, hi, you're the best. Hi, LOL Queen. Love you, girl. Cadence, say, hey, gorgeous. Hey, Cadence, you are gorgeous as well. Madison wants to know if I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I don't have anything against Taylor Swift, but I don't really listen to a lot of music. So I feel like the last Taylor Swift song that I was like big on was Teenage like Love Affair, which was like a long time ago. Happy birthday, Alex. Hi, Emma. Emma asks, do I believe in ghosts? I believe in spirits. Obviously, I'm a Christian, so I believe in spirits. And shit, I feel like a secular version of spirits are ghosts. So if you mean ghost in that sense, then yeah, I believe in ghosts, but I believe in spirits. Gur says, love you. Hi, Gur. Hi, Charlie. Yes, you guys, please don't forget to like and sub. Thank you, Gigi. Jer says, I love your haircut. Thaslim. Hi. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Hi, Savannah. Savannah said, God loves you. God loves you too, Savannah. Thank you. Kinsey says, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. I don't know who Felix from Stray Kids is. So now I want to look up Felix from Stray Kids. I redid my nose again. Oh, okay, nice, Ellie. I actually painted my nose yesterday and I just like did a random colors. I'm so over this already. So I definitely am going to be doing my nails again Monday, but I'll only be painting this set. I love how these cat nails turned out though. Look at that, you guys. They're super cute. Please double tap your screens. Thank you, Gigi. Let's say if you aren't married, Michael B. Jordan or Chris Evans. This is Love You Too M. Says, if you weren't married, would you pick Michael B. Jordan or Chris Evans? Who would you choose? Because I'm taking a survey. I don't know if I know who Chris Evans is. Let me see. I probably know who he is if I look him up. Chris Evans. Search. Oh, he's the guy who plays Captain America, like the original Captain America. Girl, why you trying to play me? She says, Chris. Okay, I want to know who y'all going to pick in the chat. Would you pick Michael B. Jordan or Chris Evans? You guys drop your answers in the chat. I'm going to answer Love You Too, M. I hope you're still in the chat. I just have to catch up to the chats. Caitlin says, hi. Savannah asks if I read the Bible. Yes, I read my Bible. Abraham says, hello. Hi, Abraham. Hi, Ali. Gigi says Michael B. Jordan. Hi, Ali and Mo. Hi, Moses. How's Moses feeling, Ali? Lindsay says cute nails. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, Ellie, you were on this. You were on the live all day yesterday, girl. For all 5 hours. Hi, Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. Ali says thumbs up. Thank you. Ali and Mo says hi again. Lindsay says cute nails. Thank you. Savannah asked if I read the Bible. I answered that. Oh, cats. Did you end up finding your cat? Usal says, good girl. I broke my phone for like 3 weeks. I wasn't on your live. Sorry. Oh, it's okay, Charlie. I'm glad you're here. Gigi says Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. B. Jordan. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Jordan. Oh my goodness. Here's my nails, Ali. I don't know if you got to see them, Olivia. Or is your name Olive, actually? Hi, I'm back. I was watching your live yesterday. Yes, I remember you, Sharon Brown. It's easy to remember your lives when you have like regular names. My kitten was missing for 5 seconds. 5 seconds ago, and I found him in the bathtub. Okay, you got to find him. Okay, I'm so glad. But no, she just asked, what is her name? I Love You More asked if I would pick Chris Evans or Michael B. Jordan. This is what Chris Evans looked like. I didn't know who he was. That's Captain America or Michael B. Jordan. That's a hard, honestly, I probably will pick Chris Evans. Oh, Gigi talking crazy. Let me do a side by side. Chris Evans is pretty handsome though. And I feel like Michael B. Jordan seemed like he fast. Like he a fast tail. So I don't know if I don't want those problems. I was watching when you were doing your nails, but then I had to go and turn my phone off. Oh yeah, Sharon, this is how they turned out the cat ones, which I'm obsessed with these little cat nails. Like I am thoroughly obsessed with them. But I didn't want to do the same thing on this hand. So I just had you guys pick random colors and I've just painted random colors on my nails, which I regret. My cat got surgery and I'm so worried. Oh, what kind of surgery did your cat get, Charlie? Love, I have 6 cats. Oh, that's dope, Maddie. Hi, Emmy. Emmy and Coco. Remember the person who was saying my man and they were like 12? Yeah. Bryn, she came in the chat yesterday, but she was calling him her boyfriend, respectfully. So I think she's learned. 12 Christian rappers. Hi, you are good. Where are you from? I'm from South Africa. President, come and spend 5 days in South Africa. I'll pay for everything. You gonna pay for me and my husband to come? And our 2 kids? Because we would love to come visit. Girl, call me a sinner. Gigi cut up in the chat about Michael B. Jordan. Hi, Abigail. Yeah. My man is wild. A 12-year-old calling her boyfriend, which is just wild to me to be 12 with a boyfriend. But a 12-year-old calling her boyfriend her man is beyond me. What do you mean by that? Will you be making red live? What does that mean, Sharon? Okay, your name is Olive. Okay. I said Olivia and I was like, wait, I think her name is Olive actually. Will you be making red live stream tomorrow? Oh yeah, I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow. I already have like 6, well, it's like 5 other live streams scheduled. So I already have like a lot of live streams scheduled and I might live stream on Saturday. His name is Oreo and he got fixed. Oh, okay. At least it's like a common surgery. Like there's not a problem. He should be fine, Charlie. Love you too. Says why I asked was I heard that black women like white men more and black men like white women more. LOL. But many do like, yeah, no. Most women that I know, black women at least, are obsessed with Michael B. Jordan. But most black women like black men that I know. And I know a lot of black women. But most of the black women I know prefer to marry black men. Shout out to Mira. Ali and Mo laughs. Sharon says, I meant to say, will you be making a live stream tomorrow? Yeah, I understood what you meant, Sharon. I will Mirror, 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 mirror. Shout out Mirror. What does that mean when you guys say bill in the chat? I've asked, is it kind of like a 6-7? Because I feel like I've seen so many people put bill in the chat, and every time I ask y'all what bill means in the chat, nobody tells me. So I feel like it's giving 6-7. Yeah. No, I don't know if it's really like all black women like this or most black women like this or all black men like this. I know a lot of black men who want to marry black women and love black women, but I also know a significant amount of them who like not necessarily white, but like mixed or like other races besides their race. And the same for women, but that's in every culture. Like there's some white women who want to marry a man who resembles their father. There's some white women who want or just people just fall in love with a person regardless of what they look like. So I don't know. I mean, everybody has preferences, but I don't know if it's safe to say. I mean, I guess if you do a survey, you can do a survey, but surveys can be skewed too depending on who you're asking. So I need to eat. I haven't eaten all day. Yeah, Charlie, you should definitely get you some food, girl. How do you say your name? Mxolis. How do you say your name? Bye, bye, Olive. Give Moses a hug. I hope he feels better. Ooh, from Peru. What is your favorite Peruvian food? What is Peruvian? I don't know if I've ever had Peruvian food. Arson. You don't know what Bill means either. So why did you text Bill? Don says, hi, sweetie. Hi, Don. Oh, maybe, Gigi. You might be right. Love from Pakistan. Love you, Don. I wouldn't even call my 17-year-old man boyfriend a man. Yeah, that's fair. Happy birthday, Jeffrey. You guys wish Jeffrey a happy birthday. How old are you today, Jeffrey? He said fried hamster. Yeah, no, I don't think I like Peruvian food because I don't want to eat no hamsters. Mm-mm. No. Heavy on the no. Happy 15th birthday, Jeffrey. That's just weird. Now I want to look up Peruvian food because that sounds like cap. That must be a language barrier. Like he didn't mean to say that. Peruvian food. Peruvian food is a vibrant fruit fusion of Indonesian ingredients, so potatoes, corn, quinoa, chili peppers, and global influences such as Chinese, Spanish, and Japanese. Famous for its diverse flavors, especially seafood-centric dishes. Okay, yeah, so not hamsters. What's up? What's up, cats? I should eat ramen, pizza rolls. Eat pizza ramen for sure. What's up, cats? Hi, David. Hi, Gabrielle. Welcome back. What's wrong with your mom, David? You said she's sick. What is she sick with? When you guys are married, then you can call him your man, Ellie. How was milk made? What? Sophia. What? Aztec civilians. Oh, Aztec civilization was in Peru, and I don't know. Love you too. Beef or chicken? Chicken. I don't eat beef. Hi, Irving. Oh, Gabriella got a joke. What did the chicken say to the coop? I don't know. Ellie, how was milk made? That's a great question. Please help me with some money. Yeah, no, David, this ain't that chat. But if you want to send me some money, God. Yeah, that's how milk was made. Y'all funny. Oh, love you too, Gabriella. Wait, is that what the chicken said to the coop? I don't get the joke. David, you gonna get put in timeout because I ain't got no money for you. The ramen flavor beef or chicken. I like the chili ramen. Hi, Michelle. Michelle Fritz. Hi, please. All right, Gigi, you can put David in timeout. Yeah, I mean, I know that it's made within people. How is it made? I feel like the same way like saliva is made or any other bodily fluid. Let's see. I'll look it up. How is milk made? Do you mean like the it's produced in cows by a specialized mammogram called the udders. It converts nutrients from consumed grass, hay, and grain into milk. Right. So there's not really like a process of how it's made. It's just like with humans, like our bodies eat food and then after like triggered by childbirth, obviously, because our hormones change, you consume food and then that food turns into the animals in the profile picture. They died. Not lying. Oh, that's sad. Hi, Nyla. Of course I remember you, sweetheart. What's up, cats? From cows, y'all. Exactly. Thanks, Mira. My friend. You already know you about to say something dope when you start the conversation with my friend. My friend, do you know why you're so beautiful? Genetics, baby. And I drink a lot of water. I always kept you in my heart. That's why you became so beautiful. Oh, Irving got some Riz in the chat. Y'all know I love some good Riz. Let's see who's gonna win the Riz Award tonight. So far, Irving's the only one shooting his shot, and David is asking for money and got put in timeout. Nah. Oh wait, dude just said he was gonna pay for me a trip to South Africa for a couple of days. That's better than Riz. I should be like, yeah, cash at me the money so I can buy the ticket. Do I have Telegram? I do not. Ellie say she gonna win her. Ellie, you gonna win? You gonna win the Riz Award? Gabrielle, you got asthma. I got a lot of family with asthma. My kitten knows how to do pull-ups, sit-ups, and spin. I love him so. Girl, cats, you need to record that and post that. You can go viral. Oh, let me hear your Riz lines. Let me hear your Riz, Ellie. He say, strong jawline lady. Do you box or domestic violence activity? I can box though. If you want to come find out, come see me, shorty. I have the cutest Stitch ramen bowl. Ooh, like Lilo and Stitch. She musty and pretty. I think this person been in my chat before. I'm not musty though. I just got out the shower. How old are you, Love Me To M? My friend, I want to write a poem for you. Do you have Telegram? No. Nah, but you can drop your Riz in the chat. What you gonna say? Let me hear it. Let me hear your Riz Irving. Is that how you say your name? Are you a US citizen? Nah. I'm from Mars. I'm from musty Mars. That's why I stink. Cause I'm from Mars. Charlie says, what's your Cash App? I will give you some money. Thank you, Charlie. Hopefully I'll get monetized soon and you guys can send me some super likes. Are you a fire? Charles Amigo. Hi, Charles. I like the name Charles. I love the name Charles. Her mama is a US citizen. Oh my goodness. Hi, Delia. Also, my kitten does not like to stand like a normal cat. He only likes to stand like Gigi. Hey, Gigi, if they send you some cash app, send me that. Send me half. I just be scared people gonna do too much. Robert, aloha from Hawaii. Robert, do you remember me, Robert? Yeah, I remember you, Robert. Where you been at, man? Love you too, Irving. Omar. Thank you, Delilah. Or Delilah. Delilah, sorry. These are locks though, but thank you. I'm not a clone. Me either. Hi, Nora. You guys don't forget to double tap the screen, sub if you haven't already. I'm hoping to get, let me see. So let me do my sub check. Sub check. I have 1376 subs. My goal for the evening is to get 1400 subs tonight. So we got 24 more subs to go. Let's see if we can make that goal tonight. This is Scary Movie. What's a scary movie? By any chance, do you have a map? Because I'm getting lost in your eyes. Oh, Ellie with the Riz. Ellie with the Riz. I look like your mom, Mimi. We might be related. Hold on. Why Mimi got a picture of me on as her profile picture? That's wild. You kind of look like my mom. Y'all Black man, what is your favorite way to spend a Saturday afternoon? All right, Black man, thank you. Is your last name Blackman or are you like a black man? Anyways, my favorite way to spend a Saturday, you said afternoon? Yeah, so usually in the mornings I go to the gym. In the afternoon, I usually spend it cleaning. But if I just got to do whatever I want to do, I would spend my Saturday afternoons like chilling, relaxing, like creating. Oh, Ellie says she got more. Drop the Riz in the chat. You look just like me. Me, Maury is wild in the chat. Marley, why y'all trying to steal my identity is crazy. It says, may I walk behind you? Because my mom told me to follow my dream. Ellie with the Riz. Mom, look at me, Maury's profile picture. Do you like Cat's Eye? Ooh, Charlie, I'm actually in the process of watching the Cat's Eye band thing, and I'm like obsessed. I gotta go to bed now. Oh, bye, Emmy. Good night, sweetheart. Do you know Stray Kids? I've heard of Stray Kids. I'm a little bit more familiar with Cat's Eye because I've been watching that Dream Academy thing on Netflix. What would you do if you were stuck and upside down from Stranger Things? I would probably cry. Y'all, I'm not, like, if you were going to go to the post-apocalypse, like, if you were going to be in the apocalypse, me is not who you want to bring with you. Y'all don't want me in the apocalypse with you, because no cap, I am a creative. I write, I draw, and I like to make people laugh. The the survival skills is yeah, y'all, yeah. So if I was in the ups, I was literally watching Stranger Things yesterday with my husband, and they were like in the upside down and like stuff was happening, and I'm like, just lay down, just like just stop fighting, just give it up, give it up, cause yeah, yeah. What is happening? Uh-oh, Delilah got put in timeout. Why you put Delilah in timeout, Gigi? What she do? Oh, hi, Dino. Okay, thanks. Answer me. How's the weather like where you're at? It's a beachy day or it's like a cozy indoor vibe? Definitely cozy indoor vibe. But I got to do some time outside with my son today because it was like significantly warmer today than it's been for the last like month. So, Tracy asks if I like WWE. Yeah, yeah, me and my husband watch it. My stepbrother is like obsessed with WWE, so I watched a lot of WWE growing up. Hi, Aiden. Ashley Trump's name is Aiden. Who is Ashley Trump in real life? Does Trump got a daughter named Ashley? Hi, Tracy. Hi, Jocelyn. My name is Evon, but I go by Bebo. So I'm Evon, but everybody call me Bebo. That's why my channel's called Bebo Got Busy. Gigi, did anybody send you your something on Cash App? Check your Cash App, Gigi. Oh my goodness. What is the live about, Jocelyn? Oh, your name is Jocelyn. How do you say your name, Jocelyn? I just pretty much. Oh, what happened to my queue and anything? I don't know what happened to my Q&A thing. How you said it first? Oh, Jocelyn. Okay. Hi, Spooksy. How you say your name? Spooksy? What did Tracy say? I subscribe because you're the greatest YouTuber ever in my life. So yeah, you're funny. Time nice. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Love you. Oh, you're using your mom's account? Okay, what's up, Aiden? Tell your mom I said hi. Do I like Brazilian? Like Brazilian wax? No. Yeah, I like Brazil. Brazil is pretty dope. But the only like frame of reference I have of Brazil is the movie Rio. So, BRB, I'm gonna check on Oreo. Okay, cool, Charlie. If you were a food topping, what would you be and why? That's a wild question. If I was a food topping, you mean like a condiment, black man? Oh, thank you, Omar. My fingernails whatever. I did my nails yesterday. I really like how these turned out. These are my natural nails, you guys. But I did my nails yesterday on live, and I had a little cat vibe going on. I'm obsessed with this. But then I ran out of time, and so I just like put random polish on my nails. Omar says, you have beautiful hands. Thank you, Omar. Jocelyn, why are you having a bad day? Oh, you are Brazilian? How do you say your name? Raziana? You're American? Yeah, me too. Do you like animals and do you like to go to different states? Yeah, Tracy, I like to travel domestically. I live in the U.S., so yeah, I like to travel domestically. And of course, I love animals. I actually have my stuffed cat right here. It's not a real cat, but I do like animals. Your tooth fell out and it hurt. Which tooth, Jocelyn? Omar, you welcome, beautiful hands. Ooh, Omar with the Riz in the chat. I see you. What's up? What's up, cats? Babs says good morning. What time is it for you, Babs? It's nighttime for me. Charlie's back. Your name is Kaua? Kaua? Hey, Bryn's back. They were talking about you earlier, Bryn. It's on the bottom and it's on the left. Like over here. Hi, Sharon. I lost where this live stream for like an hour, but I'm back. Hi, Emerson. They were talking about you calling your boyfriend a man. They're like, what's that girl's name? What's that girl's name? They said, who's 12 and said her boyfriend was a man. Let me tie your shoelaces. I don't want you falling for anyone. Ellie with the Riz in the chat. Black Men says, okay, if you had to choose a K-pop group to soundtrack your life, who would it be and why? I don't know a whole lot of K-pop groups. I literally just found out about Cat's Eye, and I'm watching that documentary on Netflix right now. And then the other only ones is the Sonja Boys from K-pop Demon Hunters. So My Little Soda Pop is a vibe. So maybe that song? I don't know. Okay, bye, Jocelyn. Love you. Have a good night. Abdullah is in the chat. Hi, Abdullah. Katie's in the chat. Oh, but her name is Olivia. She has watched my videos for the last. I just started making YouTube, though. She says, I have watched your videos for the last 10 years. I literally just started making videos in August of last year. It's not even been 6 months. Aurora. Hi, Aurora. Thank you. You're so sweet. I'm pretty much being a big bag because Sharon, don't be a big bag. Tracy, did you saw the video American Idol when the boys was singing? Oh my goodness, these chats are going so fast. Your pet cat hasn't blinked. It's a fake cat. It's not real. It's a stuffed cat. What's the craziest thing you've done recently? Black Man got some great questions. Thank you, Blackman. Kodasia says, shut up. Okay. How do you even say your name? Well, what was your question, Blackman? That was a good question. What was the craziest thing you've done recently? Quit my job and became a full-time content creator. Well, no, I didn't quit my job to become a content creator. I quit my job to work part-time. And then I had issues with that, like, part-time job because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Well, I wanted to homeschool. And so there was like scheduling conflicting, miscommunication as far as like what was available for work. So once I ended up being let go or leaving that job, I decided to just focus fully on being a stay-at-home mom and homeschooling. And then a couple of months after that, I started like relaunch my YouTube channel. So that was pretty crazy. What's my favorite summer thing is definitely being poolside. Yeah. And I've been really into like tanning last year. I got really into like tanning and like evening out my skin tone. So I cannot wait for the summer so I can just like sit out poolside with my little bikini on and tan my skin up. Can you hold your hand? Can I hold your hand for you? It looks heavy. Oh, Katie with the Riz in the chat. Did you saw The Boy on American Idol? No, Tracy, I didn't I don't really watch American Idol. A 45-letter word. That's how you say that. Ooh, what you talking about, Gigi? I think I got that late. Do you have a pet? Yeah, I have a dog. Thank you, Kodasia. She said, you're so cute after you just told me to shut up. Girl. Either you gonna be nice or not. Philly says, my girlfriend left me because I don't have a million power in Rise of Kingdom. That's unfortunate. Yeah, she seems shallow. The cat is not real. It's stuff. Thank you, Charlie. I have a toy cat that looks exactly like that, but it's staring at me. Do you like winter or summer? I definitely like summer more than winter. What's up, cat? Hi, Kiram. Can I see your dog? Liliana, not today. I am lying in bed, but I probably will go live on Saturday, and you guys can see him then. Yeah, I can see your comment, cats. Hey, Cadence in the chat. How have you been? Are you still in, where you at? Vegas? Do I have a favorite Cat's Eye song? No, not yet. I'm still watching The Dream Academy, so I haven't really listened to any of their music. Random question, but have you heard of Esas? I don't know. I don't know what that is. If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would you be and why? If I could be somebody for one day, honestly, this is going to be crazy, but I would want to be my son, my oldest, the 6-year-old. because he is the most like interesting, creative, high energy child. I would just love to see what it felt like to be Donovan for a day. And I feel like too, like as a, like me and my husband as parents, we are like trying to give our son the like best childhood and like life that we like everything that we wanted as kids, we're like, oh, we're gonna do with our son. And so I would love to like feel the love from me and my husband as my son. I would love to be my son for a day. Like no cap. He's such an awesome kid, right? Do you watch Stranger Things? And if so, do you? Okay, yeah, Aurora. I just finished season 4 of Stranger Things with my husband. And which character I would want to be Hopper. I am obsessed with Hopper. I like Max, but no, but if I like no cap, like if I had to be a character in Stranger Things, it would be Hopper for sure. Yeah, Shannon, I was thinking Bad Romance, but then I mixed it up with Poker Face and it was really bad. Um, are you my phone charger? Because without you, I struggle. Clock is, says Charlie. Oh, LA. Okay, yeah, I knew you were like on the other side, very, very like west of the country. You're in the hospital again, Brindley? Clock it. Aurora, you would want to be Max? Yeah, I do like Max. And I feel like a lot of my viewers or like people in the chat love Max. Um, but I don't know. Like I do like Max. I do like Max a lot. But yeah, so like out of the kid characters, Max will probably be one of my favorite characters. I like her. Nancy's kind of like annoying. Who else do I like? Dustin is super annoying to me now. I used to think Dustin was so cool, but he's like so annoying. Will and Mike, I feel like are so like they're so forgettable. Um, yeah, so it would definitely be Hopper. Hopper's my favorite character. She says, me too, people. I'd love to be that dude, Donovan, for one day. He is Michael Jackson, the smooth criminal. No, yeah, the smooth criminal version of Donovan. I'm staying here till the 19th. Oh, you got a nice long trip. That's so nice, Cadence. Did you bring your kids with you? Bryn. Okay, so you're at the hospital for yourself now? Oh, Charlie, you're so sweet. I love you, Charlie. You gotta be kidnapper. You just abducted my heart. Ellie with the riz in the chat. Thank you, Lindsay. Katie says, is your mom, oh, is your name Wi-Fi? Because I feel the connection. Jocelyn says, can I tell you something? Of course. Mine's Will. Aurora, what are you doing this summer? Hopefully we can go to Disney. But like I said, most of the summer we have a pool like in my house. So I just be outside by the pool all day, every day, as many days as I can. You hit your head while you were horseback riding? Oh my goodness, Bryn. Are you okay? Bingham, what's up? Hi, Tina. It is 8:45 p.m. for me. Sharon says, do you want to know what I did? Yeah, what did you do, Sharon? Ooh, an emotional support animal. That's dope. That's dope, Jocelyn. In the house? No, 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 outside the house. I love to engage to you and support your content. And another question. Oh, thank you, Blackman. What's the most epic road trip route you'd love to take in your country? I would love to like drive. Well, we're probably gonna be driving to Florida this May to go to Disney, and so that's gonna be a fun road trip. But it'll be our first time taking both boys on like a road trip. But we've done other road trips before. Like we drove to Mississippi before. We've drove to Maryland before. We've drove to like Wisconsin. We've driven to Kentucky. We've driven to Minnesota. So yeah, we really like road trips. We have flown before. We flew to Vegas. We've flown to Florida. But we usually drive when we go. For your anxiety. Yeah, that would be dope. Pets really do help with anxiety, Jocelyn. I'll be praying for you. There's 10 people in the chat. I have 13, it says. Thank you, Tina. How are you doing, Tina? Charlie says, yay, Katie. I'm bad at math, but you plus me is obvious. Hey, Chris. Bryn, I have a concussion, but I feel like a little bit better. Okay, yeah. Oh, no, Bryn, that's so scary. Be careful, okay? My brother said, what would you do if someone said, get a van, I got candy? I said, I must say, where my candy at? We go to Chick-fil-A. Because you give me my candy with my candy. I need Chick-fil-A. Yeah, definitely don't take candy from nobody in a van. Bye, Aurora. Billy say, what type of food do you feed Margaret? Wet or dry? I ain't even gonna cap. I took a nice nap on Margaret today. Like, I was knocked out like this, doom, sleeping on her back. Babe, what kind of food does Margaret eat? Wet or dry? That's what somebody just asked me. Dry. They said, what kind of food did you feed Margaret? That's Billy in the chat acting crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say wet, but that's not bad. Eat dry food. She eat dry food. A little. She eat the kibble. She eat the dog kibble. I'm doing good, Chris. How are you doing? Yeah, Tina, I have 2 boys. I might get to go to DC if I can raise enough money. Oh, Jocelyn, that'll be fun. Oh, my bad. On a scale from America to Canada. How free are you for coffee? I actually don't drink coffee. I get a lot of questions. A lot of people ask me why my teeth so white. One of the reasons why they are is because I don't drink coffee anymore. Black men. So another question. If you could have any superpower for just one day, what would it be and how would you use it? I would like to be able to teleport because I hate driving. Teleportation. I just went to Starbucks and back. Yeah, that's the vibe. But I ain't going to Starbucks for real. I'm going to Candy Cloud. How old are your kids? I have 2 boys, 6 and 14 months, soon to be 15 months. If they ain't going to give me candy, that give me Candy Cloud. LOL. And he in the background answer for real. Yeah. I thought he was gonna be like, girl, shut up. He like dry. She eat dry food. Oh, that's funny, Billy. Yes, you guys, please don't forget to double tap the screen. Please don't forget to sub if you haven't. Let's do a sub count. Let's do a sub check. Chris says, where are you from? I'm from the U.S. Can I tell you the story of how I got hurt on my horse? Yeah, Bryn, tell us. Let us know. Should I drink water? A Capri Sun. Water, Charlie. Drink water. Water with ice. It's my favorite thing to drink. Hold on. I had some apple juice today, too, and I'm like, I'm tripping. Why am I drinking apple juice? And Jocelyn, how much have you raised so far? I'm 32, Tina. I'll be 33 in July. Where are you trying to go, Ellie? I'm from Pampao, New. You look. Let me not try to read that. Where is that from? What continent is that on, Chris? Hi, gay theater. Gay T. What is your name? What's your name? That's your mama name, Miss Ortiz. That's your mama. What's your name again? You've only raised $10. When do you have to raise it by? All right, bye, Jocelyn. Hi, Ortiz. A boy today told me, "Are you from Tennessee? Because you only the 10. You the only 10 I see." I said, "Apply download in heaven," and I said yes. Hi, Minel. I do have a puppy, a real puppy. This is not a real puppy though. And I have cheer competition. Wish me luck. Oh, good luck, Kelsey. So I was gonna jump like 90 inches and my horse refused and I fell on the poles and hit my head on the ground. Oh my goodness, Bryn. Oh, in Australia? Oh, okay, that's what's up, Chris. I've never been to Australia. I would love to travel there so I can see kangaroos. Do you have kangaroos in your backyard, Chris? Is your name Wi-Fi? Because I feel the connection. That's one of my favorites. You answer me, shorty. Okay. I didn't answer, Blackman. I did answer. You must have got off the chat. I answered all your questions. Okay, but another question. What's the best advice you've ever received and who gave it to you?
Mommy, what are you doing? And next, can you give me a hug? And next, where is my pajamas?
I don't know, but here's your water bottle. Come give me my hug, and then you need to go your butt to sleep because you should have been asleep already. Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Love you.
I just need to.
The best advice that I've gotten, I don't know if it was the best advice, but the first thing that comes to my mind is I remember when I first had my son, or I was pregnant with my son, I was like in the elevator, like on my way to the doctor's office, and the lady was like, "Oh, if you have your baby, whenever you have your baby, you should sing, like create a song spelling their name." This is when I was pregnant with my son, my oldest. Like if you have if you when you have your baby and you name him, she was like, create a song spelling his name and sing it to him every day, so when he learns how to talk, he'll know how to sing, like spell his name. And sure enough, we had Donovan, and I would sing to him every single day, Donovan. That is how you spell Donovan. And he was like he was like 2 years old, and he knew how to spell his name soon as he learned how to talk. Hi, Bryn. Hi, David. Uh-oh, David's out of timeout. Let's see if he start begging for money again. Katie with the Riz. Yeah, it was super dope. I've tried it with my youngest, but his name is harder to make a song, and he don't really care about singing for real. He just be looking at me like okay.
Mommy, can you please write a
Hi,
board?
Sarah Lynn.
Mommy, can you please write a board, and like when I like fill up all of the boxes, I can make it a toy with stickers. Can I do that? Like you can print.
What toy with stickers?
Like do you remember like when you did
Your earning charts?
Yeah, can I do that?
What toy are you trying to get?
I want to get a Gremlins toy.
Maybe. We'll talk about it tomorrow, okay? My thing see Sharon Brown. Oh, your name is Courtney. Why don't you change your name then? What do you need help with, Kelsey? Yeah, Katie, you said the same pickup line like 3 times. That's why. Oh, yeah, Charlie. I remember my dog had to do that. Or not my dog, my cats, when I got my cats fixed. I bought my dog. When I got my Charlie, he was already fixed. Berber. Okay, that's a different language. Tung, tung, tung. Shahur. Yes, Elena. I am a believer of Jesus Christ. I don't know what you're asking. Like, I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. Elena. Assassin. Kakuchin. I don't know what that means. I am still eating chips. What kind of chips are you eating? What'd you say your name was, Courtney? You have a 2-year-old dog? Nice. Are you a Christian too, Elena? Elena Lee? Cheddar and sour cream. Did you eat sour cream and cheddar chips in the chat before when we were on live stream before? Kendra, hi. Can I please get a shout out? It was my birthday a couple of days ago, and I didn't have a good birthday. Oh, because I was sick, very sick. Yeah, you guys say happy birthday to Kendra in the chat. Happy birthday, Kendra. I hope you have a better day today than you did a couple of days ago. I hope you feel better. You guys say happy birthday to Kendra. And yeah, Gigi, you could put Sarah Lynn on a timeout. I don't know why she keeps saying cheese. Thank you. Thank you, Jahish. Katie, I'm so very sorry for the inconvenience and apologize through me deeply sorry. Why you say that, Katie? Hey, happy birthday, Kendra. Oh, okay, you say you're going to get out in June or July. Oh, that's a while from now, girl. What are they doing, like a 6-month program? What's up, Bryn? Hi, Rashida. Welcome in. When you're... What are you asking, Jahish? Yay, more birthday wishes for Kendra in the chat. That's what's up. Say happy birthday, you guys. She said she had a bad birthday because she was sick. Hi, Maggie. Hey, let's keep it real. What's mom done that got you feeling like she needs talking to? What? What are you talking about, black man? Katie, for saying the pick me line too many times. Oh no, it's okay. I just didn't know how to respond. Like you said it the first like couple times and I laughed, but after a while I didn't know what you wanted me to say. You're a 10 out of 10. Period. Thank you, Tina. Love you. When is my birthday? My birthday is July 30th. Why did the chicken cross the road? Rashida, why did the chicken cross the road? You're okay, Katie. Don't feel bad. We chill now. Do I think horseback riding is dangerous? Well, it's not a matter if I think it is dangerous or if it is dangerous. It is dangerous. Whether I think it's dangerous or not is really irrelevant. The fact of the matter is that you can get injured when horseback riding. There's a lot of things that are dangerous, though. There's risks to most things that you do. So you have to decide if it's worth a risk you want to take. Because, okay, Rashida, my too. What you mean, Tina? Maybe no clue. Yeah, that seems like a long time, Ellie. It'll go by faster than you think. Your dad's birthday is June 30th? Ooh. I remember one time my husband, when my son was real little, he was holding our baby like this, texting on his phone, and he boop, dropped the phone on my baby head. You remember? You remember when that happened?
I did. Why you talking about that?
Because this girl just said she was holding her phone and dropped it and it hit her head. Oh my goodness. I'm back. I went into my other account and sub to you too. Hey, thank you, cats. Hi, Evie. She said, I'm back, bestie. Hi, Miss Spaceships. What is the most scary memory you had? I had a lot of scary memories, but I don't like to divulge my childhood trauma here on the internet. So I will recall the scariest. I used to have this recurring dream when I was young, and it was the most ridiculous dream, but I would have this same freaking dream over and over and over for a long period of time. It was like for like a 6 month period. Every night I went to bed and I would dream. And it was basically, I was in the middle of the ocean and there was a shark and I would swim. Y'all, I can't swim. But in this dream, I would swim, swim, and I would get to the shore and I'm out of breath because I was just swimming from a freaking shark. And I'm like panting, like out. And then I look over and the freaking shark grows legs and walks out the water. And then I have to proceed to run from the freaking shark. And as hilarious as that sounds right now, like 8-year-old Bebo did not think that junk was funny. I was petrified of that dream. And I had that dream too many times. Kelsey, my name is Evon, but I go by Bebo. Everybody call me Bebo. You want a joke question that's going to kill you, right? How about, oh goodness, what's the deal with your country? Birds that can't fly. I don't know what that means, Blackman. I'll go by, yeah, because I'm with, oh, Ellie. Ellie, that was genuine Riz. Ellie with the Riz in the chat. Yeah, you making me blush, girl. Girl, same here, but mine was about a human eating turtle. Ooh, Evie, not the human eating turtles. I'm doing a challenge telling people what phobias they have. Do you know what phobias you got? I know it sounds weird. Feet. I have an irrational fear of feet, toes specifically, and even more specific, men's feet. I don't like feet. I don't like people's feet touching me. I don't care who you are. My son, the babies, both of them, Like the baby don't count because his feet still he still got baby feet. His feet don't bother me. He'd kick me right here. I'm like, but now my 6 year old feet starting to look like a man's foot. And even today, we was laying in the bed doing some math review, and this boy put his foot on my like right here, and I was like, can you please get your foot off me because your feet look like your daddy feet now. I can't deal with I can't deal with those feet. Ashley, say what? Our middle school library teacher got fired for having a live on TikTok and somebody sent her money for our ooh. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably policies, Ashley, that the school has that yeah, she shouldn't have been doing that. What's the best surprising thing you've learned about love so far? What's the most surprising thing that I've learned about love so far? That's a good question, Blackman. I feel like I've learned that, well, hot take, depending on what relationship you're talking about, but whether it's a marriage and like parent child relationships, the biggest thing that I've learned about love in marriage and in parent child relationships is that love is not enough. And I know that sounds crazy, but love alone is not enough for a healthy marriage and for healthy, safe environments for children. I worked in child welfare for 4 years and I've seen it so many times where people love their kids, but their kids still were abused and neglected by the parents for whatever reason because we need resources, we need support, you need community to be able to raise and nurture children. And I feel like the same in marriage. You need trust and stability and resources for marriage and families to thrive and function. Poverty is one of the hardest things for families and children or parent like to overcome. So my hot take, if you will, on love is that for parent-child relationship and for marriage, which I believe that the parent-child relationship should be within the marriage. So for family, love is not always enough. You can love someone deeply, but it takes more than love for these relationships to thrive. So I love that question, actually, Blackman, but that's kind of my thoughts on that. My mom made me go take my bedside medicine. So before I went to bed, I asked for chips, even though. Oh, Tina's birthday is today too. Happy birthday, Tina. Everybody wish Tina a happy birthday. It says my phobia is death. Yeah, you have a well, I don't know see, I think for phobias it's like irrational fear. And I don't think death is necessarily an irrational fear. Like nobody just like I don't know, like I say nobody, but for the most part, like most people don't just wake up like I can't wait to die. Like, you know? So I feel like it's reasonable to have some fears are rational. Like we should be afraid to be shot or to get in a car accident. Like you should have fear and anxieties are like natural God-given emotions to protect us from dangerous things. Like if I'm walking down the street and it's like dark and like 4 guys in hoodies start following me and I feel anxious and I start to feel fear, that's like normal healthy reaction. Like yeah, no, like that's an uncomfortable unsafe situation. So that's like normal. But like if you have a phobia like where you don't want to leave out your house because you're afraid of dying, that's like okay, yeah, that stems into some more like deeper issue. Big Bubba say, "No, you like baby." I don't know what that means. Christian say, "Me too. All my dreams are about my scary cheer coach from when I was 5." Oh no, that's dang. They traumatized you. Why is that reasonable? What do you mean, Jahish? Why is what reasonable? Hey, hey, hey. Just found this live. Hey, Big Dean. Miss Safe. Miss Spaceship says it's almost my dad's birthday. Can you tell somewhere to go with him? What is your dad like, Miss Spaceships? It depends on what he likes. OMG, same people, and I also hate throwing up. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't like throwing up either. Bye, Tina. My friend has an irrational fear of sauces. Like Barbecue sauce? Like those type of sauces? Ain't nobody sent money to Gigi, you gonna get put in timeout. You keep on trying to get Bye, Tina. Facts. Love is not enough alone. Yeah, Big Dean, I appreciate that. Evie says hi. Hi, Evie. What's up, Bryn? Also thinking of how that parent was parented. Yeah, yeah. What's your advice? Okay, Jenny's asking a question. What's your advice for a woman in her mid-20s? Jenny, can you be a little bit more specific? What exactly are you wanting advice on? I understand you're saying for a woman in your 20s, but it just depends. Every woman in their 20s are in different places. So it depends on where you are. Like if you're dealing with career issues, relationship issues, every 20-year-old woman is in very different phases. So can you be a little bit more specific with what exactly you want to know, Jenny? I live in the Midwest. I live in the US though. He likes hotels and resorts. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, if you have the resources to take him somewhere, get him a night or two at a hotel, then yeah, that sounds like it's fun. Thank you, teach me, thanks. If you could give love a South African name. Oh, I don't know South African names, so I don't know. Blackman, I don't know how to answer that. You look like Han from Stray Kids. You guys always saying I look like somebody from Stray Kids. Are they black? I sent $1 to Gigi. Hey, so Gigi, cash at me that 50 cent. Bebo, have you listened to that Bollywood song? Bebo, main Bebo, Dil Dur. No, no, can do. I have to have that. Sorry, but how do you comb your hair? I have locks, so I don't comb my hair. I retwist my hair. Akoha. I don't know how to say your name. Hi. Am scared of death, even though God says not to be. What's your favorite podcast? I like the Officer Tatum podcast. I also like, what's his name? He's like Albanian. Shoot, my husband just sent me one of his videos today. PBR, I think is his name. Hi, Elijah. Okay, Jenny says, I'm in college and I'm not able to graduate with my bachelor's in May like I wanted. I'm almost 26 and I feel behind and I feel like a failure. When will you be able to graduate, Jenny? You say you're not able to graduate in May like you wanted to? You feel like you're behind because you're 26? Are you married, Jenny? Do you have any children? Philly say I look like I'm a good singer. Oh, you must never watched any of my lives where I sing because I am not a singer. But I do love to sing. But I'm not a singer. You disappointed who, Bryn? You're not okay, so you have one more year until you can graduate. Are you married? Do you have children, Jenny? Elijah's back. Them Stray Kids comments just be people trolling. Okay. Yeah, because are they Korean? I have a fear of capturing the flag because I broke my. Oh, yeah. You love cheese. Yeah, we know. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Waffle. Hey, welcome back, Waffle. Welcome back, Elijah. You guys, I'm trying to catch up to these. I like your nails. Where did you get them done? Miss Spaceship. I do my own nails. I actually did my nails the other day on live. But then I ran out of time, so I just had the live tell me some random colors, and I put them on this hand. But I'm going to be doing the nail polish color on Monday. I usually do my nails on Monday. Sophia says, I have a question. Why are you so pretty? Waffle says, cheese is disgusting. Cash at Petty. Why can't you send 50 cents? Okay, Jenny says she's not married, no children. I have a boyfriend, though, and we've been together for 9 months. Yeah, Jenny, there's no rush to your life. I mean, I know that it's probably frustrating or unfortunate that you aren't able to graduate on time, but you have to give yourself grace, girl. Like, continue, stay the course. Obviously, don't, like, have no kids or do nothing crazy that's going to throw your life off. You say you're in a relationship, so that's fine. Continue doing your studies. It'll be okay. Like, you're still pretty young. I'm only 32, so it's not like I'm like, super, super older than you. But I finished my degrees when I was like 22. And honestly, I wish I would have waited till I was a little bit older, lived life a little bit longer, and decided what I wanted. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the fact that you're, 26. I feel like society pushes kids into making career choices like super early, because when I was 17, 18 years old, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a master's degree, and I went through a lot of education to do, and ultimately what I wanted to do was to be a stay-at-home mom. I always wanted to be like domestic. I always wanted to homeschool. At the time I was 17, 18 years old. I didn't have any children. I wasn't married, so I wasn't thinking about that. But if I would have waited and lived a little bit longer, I met my husband when I was 23. So if I wouldn't have went to college and finished college until I was like 26, I would have known at that point, like, yeah, no, for sure. I just want to have kids and like be a wife and make content. Like, I make content. I didn't need an education. I'm self-taught with all of my creative work. So, I mean, outside of like my ability to talk to people, I feel like that came naturally, but my social work degree definitely supports that. I hope that answers your question, Jenny. If you have a follow-up, please let me know. Can I hire you to be my therapist? Oh, Evie, you're so sweet. I loved being a therapist. I was a therapist for a few months after I left my child welfare job, and I thoroughly loved being a therapist. So that's kind of why I like going live and like answering people questions, because it kind of gives that like therapeutic environment. What's my favorite season so far in Stranger Things? I think my favorite season was season 1, honestly. My favorite season. I've only watched the first 4 seasons, but season 4 was definitely, season 1 is definitely my favorite. Thank you, Sarah Lynn. Ugh. Gigi, don't be on my channel taking my money now. Sorry, I need to introduce myself. I'm from South Africa. Okay, find another. What's one thing you've learned to love about yourself that you didn't used to? My whole self. His question is, what's one thing that you've learned about yourself that you didn't used to? Yeah, I would say myself. I used to have very low self-esteem. I used to find my identity in my circumstances and not in Christ. I've talked about this a little bit before on my chat. But yeah, once I would recommitted my life to Christ and really started to invest in myself and in my faith and submitting my life to Christ, I feel like my self-esteem really, really improved. I had to learn and understand that without Christ, I am filthy rags. That's what the scripture says, and I do believe that to be true. When I was further away from Christ, I found myself to be making really, really poor choices and making really, really bad, just like mistakes and stuff like that. And I would beat myself up so bad. And I would put this pressure on myself to try within my own strength to like achieve things and be better. I wanted to have, better outcomes than those before me, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. But once I realized that like it is Christ, like everything good about me is because of Christ and without him. And if I continue to try to do things without him, I am only setting myself up for failure. Once I was able to get past that and really submit myself to Christ, that's when I started to learn to like really love myself and enjoy who I was. So yeah, that's definitely something I learned about like to love about myself, was just that like I am flawed. I had to learn that I was flawed. I had to learn that I was a sinner and understand that, and choose to allow Christ to come into my life and conform like my life and change it. And yeah, so I hope that answers your question, black man. I'm back. I love cheese. Elijah says he loves cheese too. Hey, Bebo, guess what? We won the basketball. Hey, good job, Kiwi, on your game. You're almost as old as my mom. She's 34. Oh, nice. Oh, I feel targeted that you said you didn't know what you wanted to do when you were. No, it's so true, Ellie. I feel like you said you wanted to be a chiropractor, and you know that. You're 17 and you know that. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a teacher. But again, and then I ended up being a social worker. And I feel like the reason why I wanted to go into like teaching and social work is because I really wanted to be a mom and a wife. And I felt like those traits that are like naturally just who I am as like a woman and very feminine translated well in those careers. But like I said, I'm also a very creative person. And I felt like in social work, I was working in child welfare. I don't really feel like I was able to be as creative as I am. Obviously, now that I make content, I can exercise my creativity. Infan, I don't know how to say your name. Jesus Suave Infan says, "Oh my God, you're such a princess. Thank you so much. Be my therapist too." Miss Spaceship, so cute. Why do you think you disappointed God, Brindley? Why'd you ask me that? That does. Thanks for your encouragement. I'm also studying social work after a hard pivot out of studying elementary education for Jenny. That is literally the same exact thing that I didn't get stuck with a degree I didn't want. Jenny, yeah, when I started my college career, I started off as an education, elementary education, and then I transitioned to special education, and then I ended up landing on social work. And it was a hard decision to make because, like I said, I always thought that I wanted to be a teacher, but I really struggled with like placement and standardized testing. And so I just had to like face reality, like, oh my goodness, like this ain't gonna be for me right now. And I'm like, now that I'm a stay-at-home mom and I homeschool, I'm still like being a teacher. And so I still kind of am able to exercise that. But like I said, if I can go back, I probably wouldn't have gotten a degree in anything until I like knew for sure what I wanted to do. And ultimately, I probably wouldn't have ended up even getting a degree because ultimately what I wanted to do is what I'm doing now, which is being a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling, and making content full time. And I don't need a degree for that. Cheese. What time is it for you? Evie, it is 9:17 p.m. for me. Jenny says, amen, Jesus is king. That's awesome, Jenny. Thank you. Got it. Thanks, Angela. Girl, we 50-50. If I come up, you come up. It's cheese, bag. Can't stay for long though. Okay, Layla. Yeah, hopefully soon, once I monetize, you guys will be able to send super chats and things like that. I actually was just looking it up and it does say that like I can put my Cash App on there. But like I said, I would rather just like wait until I'm able to be monetized. So then that way, it just seems more like professional for lack of better words, like in app and not just like personal Cash Apps and stuff like that. But I definitely appreciate you guys for inquiring about my Cash App. And then obviously Charlie sending my mom $1. You guys are so sweet. I know, Shannon, I know your name is Courtney on the Shannon Brown account. I remember you saying that. But you guys have to understand, I see a whole lot of names and a whole lot of chats. Once you guys are like in the chats for, a long time, eventually I'll make those connections to your name and your chat. So please remind me of your names if your name is different than your handle. But obviously, as my channel continues to grow, it's going to be really, really hard for me to remember names that aren't people's handle. Like, it's just not realistic expectation. I wouldn't put an unrealistic expectation on y'all like that. Please don't put that crazy expectation on me. Evie's so sweet. She says, continue to keep posting. Although there are haters, love is greater than hate. Amen. Thank you, Evie. I just got out the shower. What's up? Okay. Hey, Coda. How do you say your name? Codasia? Blackman says that great, good answer. 10 out of 10 answer question. How do you think love changes when you start putting yourself first? Well, I would really say that that's not the most loving thing to do. I think love is selfless. So I feel like once you start putting yourself before others, then you are not demonstrating Christian or Christ-like values. So yeah, I feel like it's not love. Once you start to put yourself first, then that's something other than love. Hopefully that answers the question. I know it's kind of a short answer. Jakar asks how old I am. I'm 30. too, Jakar. Thanks for your comment. Hopefully you're still in the chat, but I know I've been long with it. Oh yeah, Brinley. I mean, it's gonna be very important for you to make sure you reconnect with God. You're gonna want you life without Christ is no life at all. So you definitely want to make sure you are finding ways to connect. And the way that your mom or your dad connects with him might not, be how you connect with him. If you're struggling with paying attention at church right now, I mean, you're young, so that's normal. Every person I know in their adolescence went through this like weird phase where either they're like super invested at that point or they kind of go through this like hard phase. That doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't a Christian anymore or God doesn't love you or whatever. As long as you're still trying to submit yourself to him. Again, like I said, apart from Christ, we are filthy rags. So you alone can't save yourself. So you trying to be a better Christian, I mean, it's good. You want to make efforts to make sure that you're serving him and like doing what you're supposed to do, but you also want to make sure you're leaning on Christ and just putting Christ above all else. But yeah, no, that doesn't mean you're like there's some Sundays like we don't go to church every single Sunday. I would love to go to church every Sunday, but we don't make it to church every single Sunday. That doesn't make me less of a Christian as the person who is living a sinful life that goes to church every Sunday. So you can't really measure your relationship with Christ based off of attendance or participation. It's really a heart issue, and like where you are putting Christ in your life and like your heart posture is what's going to that's where that fruit will show. It's how you're interacting with others, the way that you communicate, how you love others, the selflessness, all that stuff is going to be the fruits. But yeah, no, reading your Bible don't make you a Christian. Reading your Bible don't make you saved. Going to church on Sunday don't make you saved. Courtney, I think there's a problem with my eyes. I can't keep my eyes off of you. Jakari, did you see the answer to my question? I'm not sure if you're still in there. D Silva. Okay. I'm surprised you ain't blocked that one, Mom. I feel the same way about being a mom and a wife, stay at home. It's definitely my dream job, but sometimes only have one income isn't feasible. I'll just trust the Lord and let him lead. Yeah, Jenny, I feel like that is a trick that society tries to tell us that you can't live off of one income. I think that if you think back to years and years and years ago, back in the 50s, where all the wives were in the house and the husbands were working. Yes, you can argue inflation and all these other things, but the people during that time lived within their means. They only had one car. They only had one phone. Like they didn't. So it's like when you start to try to like, oh, me, my husband, my kids, we need Wi-Fi on our watches. We need, when you start to expand on your lifestyle, I talk to women all the time and it's like, is it that you and your family can't survive off of one income, or is it that your lifestyle doesn't allow you to live off one income? Because a lot of times it's not actually your family's needs that exceeds the one income. It's this lifestyle that you want to have. You want to be able to have two cars. You want to be able to have, you know, the nice, nice phones and nice shoes and not, like, and it's like, it's not to say that you can't have nice things. We have nice things, but we also are very like frugal in other areas where we are able to manage and budget our money. We also, um, I just became a stay-at-home mom, so we had two incomes for a while. So a lot of the things that we have accrued or yeah over the last several years were because we had two incomes and we both were working in careers. Now that my husband's the only one working, we've had to make several adjustments over the last few months to reduce our lifestyle to fit within the means. But yeah, I feel like that is like a trick of the enemy, a trick of the like that is a worldly kind of view when it comes to resources. Like you don't necessarily need two incomes to provide for your family. A lot of times it's the lifestyle. People want their kids to go to private school. So it's like that's why I homeschool, because I can't afford private education if I'm not working. People, want, like I said, two cars. Like we have two cars, but the cars are like we're not paying we only have one car payment, and I paid my car off before I left the workforce. So there's a lot of different things that you can navigate to still stay within the means, especially if like you and the person that you want to marry are on the same page and in agreement that this is the lifestyle we want, is for my wife to be home and to homeschool our children, and that is what you all desire. Again, if you're putting God first and you're honoring him and you're making sure that you're staying within your budget and like not being like just not reasonable, you'd be surprised. Like you'd be surprised how much you can kind of like have within the one income. Mallory says that she loves God. You guys, I'm like so behind on the chat, so I'm just gonna, oh wait, I'm actually not that behind. Hi, Brooklyn. Oh, Jakar, yeah, I had answered that question. I'm 32. I'll be 33 in July. Okay, bye, Kodeja. Yeah, Jenny. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to kind of track what I was saying. You make this environment so much safer for me. Oh, Evie, I love that. Hi, Kelsey. I look like your friend's mom, Courtney. All right, Evie, we'll see you tomorrow. Hey, bestie. Hi, Brooklyn. Let's check our sub count, you guys. Let's see what we got going on. I was hoping to get up to 14. We'll see. I've already been on for an hour and a half almost. Am I saying your name right, Kodeja? Or do you go by Coda? How do you say your name? I love your videos so much. Bye-bye. My papa died when I was 5. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I love you too, though. Kelsey asked if I was a certain denomination of Christianity. Technically, it would be like not like non-denomination is kind of how I was raised, but I also consider myself evangelical. So, but I don't really conform to a denomination too much. Like I don't really get caught up on denomination. Like I'm more focused on Christ and like being Christ, like I'm Bible believing, Christ centered. That's the focus. I feel like every denomination, you can go to like 2 different churches with the same denomination, and there's such a different like teaching style and method. So I don't focus so much on like the denomination versus on like the hermeneutics and the teaching style, and like I said, like Christ-centered, Bible-believing. Like I believe what the Bible says, literally. I believe it to be true. Obviously, there's some hyperbole and stuff like that in the Bible, but like I believe what the Bible says. So like I go with that. I lead with that. Not necessarily, hey, we only need 6 more subs to get to our goal tonight. Let me see. Gigi says, Jenny, that he definitely does know. And because of that, we must line up. I'm going to go to sleep. Oh my goodness, it's 3 a.m. for you cats? Yeah, go to sleep so you can get to school in the morning. Hi, James. Kelsey, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I think Christ is definitely the focus. Yeah. Hey, I gotta go get some sleep, but I hope I can come back tomorrow. I like the lives and I sub. Thank you, Kelsey. Love you. Thanks for the sub. I'll see you soon. Hi, Nyla. Bebo, can you get me? Oh, no. Aw, Ellie, you gotta steadfastness, girl. You gotta hold on. You'll be there. Boo, you're so pretty. What's your skincare routine? Davi, that's a crazy question. People ask me that all the time. The only thing that I do outside of like eating clean, I think that's the biggest thing. Like people miss, like people will sell you self-care products, like skincare products, but y'all, the stuff that you put into your body, the stuff that you eat is the biggest component to your skincare. So I try my best to like not eat a whole bunch of refined sugars. I try my best. I'm not perfect, obviously. I don't eat any dairy or very, very small amounts of dairy. If I were to eat dairy, like traces of dairy and stuff, but I try not to eat dairy. I feel like dairy is like so bad for your skin. And I also drink a lot of water. I try to drink as much water as I can in a day. I've gone through seasons where like I only drink water, but now I'm like drinking creatine and I got these little lemonades that I like. So that, but, and also caffeine. Caffeine, I feel like, yeah, it's like hit or miss. But I do take creatine and collagen every day. And then I just wash my face. I use Tatcha to wash my face and I use CeraVe lotion. That's literally all I do for my skincare. People ask me that all the time, which is so funny because I never really considered my skin to be like great. But I do understand that I am in my 30s and my skin is relatively clear. So those are kind of like things that I do subconsciously for my skin. Dakota. It says Dobby, so I just said it. But hey, Dakota, say my name, Bam Baklat. Where are you from, Jasmine? Oh, thank you, Nala. Boom Baklat. They wilder. Hold on one second, y'all. Um, Hi Eva. Should I eat in Orbeez? Too late. If you say no, I might have already. What's Orbeez? What is that? What's an Orby? I'll send you location $1,000. Oh my goodness, girl. Hi, Alexander. Blackman says, what is the biggest goal you're currently working towards? And what's one thing you can do today to get closer to it? Well, one of the things that I'm working towards is becoming monetized on YouTube. And something that I'm doing today to get closer to that is going live. Yes, you guys don't forget to double tap and sub if you haven't already. Hi, Mary. I am $3,000. Oh, Ellie. No, you got to stay in there for your health. It's going to be good for you in the long run, I promise. Mary, I am 32. I'll be 33 in July. Yeah, Blackman asks really good questions. Happy birthday, Jerome. You guys tell Jerome happy birthday in the chat. Say happy birthday, Jerome. Hi, Macy. Hi, Olivia. Okay, but I think the question is empty to my mind. No, that's okay, Blackman. Thank you so much. You've asked some really great questions tonight. Squishy ball. Girl, no, yeah, don't be eating that. What's up, Eva? Oh, wait, Blackman says, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give your 18-year-old self? Yeah, I always talk about this too. I don't know if I would want to necessarily tell my 18-year-old self this, but I guess I would tell my 18-year-old self the same thing that I told my 15-year-old self. I'd rather talk to my 15-year-old self, though, than my 18-year-old self. But I would just tell her to be patient. I would tell her to love herself and focus on Christ and not the things of the world. I would also encourage her to wait, just like wait and like that your husband's gonna find you and like everything's gonna be fine and that people actually are gonna think you're cool. That's what I would tell myself. Thank you, SK Doublis. What's up, Eva? Hi, Rusty. Are you a big content creator? No, hopefully one day though. Hopefully one day. You guys don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please, can anyone? What are you saying, Eva? Is your son okay, Cynthia? Yeah, no, my son is fine. He's sleeping, though. It's well past his bedtime. I have one of my foot on a chair and one foot on my bed. Courtney out here maxing chips. Now I want some chips. What's one thing you're currently obsessed with that most people might not know about? I don't know. Mentos. I love the chewy Mentos candy. or like the mints. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm like obsessed with them right now. And like I will eat like two or three at a time and I'm just like chewing on the mints. I am obsessed with them right now. I understand missing your senior year, but if you don't stay, how many other things will you miss due to mental? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, no, it's not easy though, Ellie. Like I don't want you to think that we're just like minimizing your experience because what you're going through is really, really tough. Like to have to be pulled out of school and to be in a facility for an extended period of time in like the prime of your like high school, your last year of high school, that's a really hard ask. But if you are not having safe thoughts or being safe for yourself, the best thing that you can do is get your help now. You're still very, very young. You don't want to have unaddressed trauma and mental health issues that you carry into your adulthood. That is going to be it's going to be much harder to deal with that trauma if you wait it out and then now you have a like you're 20 something years old and your brain isn't able to develop properly because of trauma that has been unaddressed because again your brain you still have about 9 more years of brain development and so you want to make sure that you're clearing up your mental capacity to allow for your brain to be able to grow and heal so that when you are 26 years old, 28, 29, 30 years old, you can have healthy coping skills and you can be a fully functional adult. So yes, it is a huge, 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 huge sacrifice that you're being asked to make at 17 years old and you're not supposed to understand it because again you have 9 years of brain development. You're not going to understand the sacrifice and that payoff. You're not going to understand it. You're not supposed to understand it. That's why it's important to have adults in your life who have fully developing brains that can support you and help you make the right decisions for yourself because you can't make this decision for yourself. That's why you need your parents to kind of step in and parent you and make these decisions for you. So I love you, girly. I hope you know how much we love you and we're praying for you. Sarah says she likes my fake cat. Yeah, hopefully you don't have to stay so long. Hi, Desmond. Yes, that you stay in there as long as you need it. I like your fake cat. It looks like cheese. Sarah Lennon is dang on cheese. Maybe not because I'm still doing some of the exams in here. Yeah, at least you won't have to repeat it. Hopefully you can still graduate and get done the way you need to. Let's do a sub count, you guys. Sub check. We only need 3 more to get to our goal. 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. 3 more subs. 3 more subs. 3 more subs. You guys, have you seen my new art on my channel, on my page? Look at that. I'm obsessed with this. I know it's backwards for you guys, but I am like so obsessed. It turned out so stinking cute. Bebo got busy. Gigi, you see I added on the top, I added created by Yvonne Charles on the top. I don't know if you noticed that. Because I'm trying to, make sure I get my branding all in order. And my books are Yvonne Charles. So Bebo Got Busy is just a subsector of created by Yvonne Charles. So I used to do written and illustrated by Yvonne Charles, but now I'm going to change that to created by Yvonne Charles. Yeah. Hi, Azalia. You guys, we only got 3 more subs until I get to my goal. Well, my tonight's goal. I wanted to get up to 1,400 subs, and I'm at 1,397. I was like at, I don't know. I've gotten a lot of subs tonight. That's crazy. What's the scariest moment in your life? Scary? I don't know. That's a great question. It's a good question, Eva. I don't know. Nicole asked if I watch anime. I try to watch Demon Slayers. I've tried Naruto. And I really want to find an anime that I love, but neither one of those ones have like kept my attention. Like it's gotten my attention, but it hasn't kept my attention. Like Naruto, I watched like 3 episodes and then I was like kind of over it. And then Demon Slayer, I watched 2 episodes and I could not watch the third one. Still, of course, Cynthia. Hans says, your lips are beautiful. Also, I subbed and liked. Hey, thanks for the sub. Ooh, we only need 1 more. I'm at $13.99 now, y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and like 3 of them are gonna be gone though. That's usually how it works. That's crazy. It's only been, what's today? February what? What's today's date? January 3rd. Today is Tuesday, February. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, guys. Hey, Fatima, I'm 32. Thank you. Thank you, Natalie. No, not Natalie. That's not your name. Your name is Courtney. Can you read the really long thing? Can you read the really... Okay, let me see what you said, Eva. Eva said, when I was in kindergarten, I was at reuses. I was racing. Oh, you was at recess and was racing my friend, and I tripped on the back of her shoe and hit my face on the concrete. And the whole left side of my cheek was bleeding. And oh my goodness, that is scary. Yeah, I mean, I almost like cut my finger off. I was washing dishes when I was like 12. No, he was walking. So I had to be like 14. Yeah, I was a freshman in high school. I was like washing dishes and the pot, like, the tops to a pot are glass. I was like washing the dishes and I went to like move it and it slipped out of my hand. And I tried to like, it was like fumbling like this thing and it fell and it bounced, like it literally bounced like off like a basketball. The lid bounced up, shattered, and then the piece shard. So I actually have like, you probably can't see, but I have a very faint cut right here and some nerve damage because I almost cut my finger off. So that was pretty scary. Yeah, that was pretty scary. But honestly, like, I was kind of hysterical. I don't know if you remember that, Mom. I was like laughing and stuff. Like, I wasn't really scared. Like, I mean, like, it was scary, but I wasn't scared, if that makes sense. You almost fell off what? Off your bed? Yeah, God has been really good to me. Like, I mean, I've had some like creepy stuff happen like when I was a kid, like, ooh, that was kind of sus. That was kind of sus. Or even like as a like young adult, I've been in situations where I'm like, ooh, that was kind of sus, or like that was really bad company, or that was kind of scary. Like, thank God I got out that situation. But yeah, like I don't know. God has just kind of protected me, so I guess I'm good on that. Hey, official nails. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? Quit my job. It felt very spontaneous. When I bought my dog though, that was pretty spontaneous. Like, I literally was like texting my friend and I was like, "Oh, we're about to go over here and go look at these puppies." And she was like, "Yeah, right. Like, whatever, whatever." And I left out that store with a dang on dog. And it cost a lot of money. So that was kind of spontaneous. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Call. He says good luck. Thank you. Hey, pretty girl. Hi, Christine. It is 9:52 p.m. for me. Which one do you which one do you plan business? What do you mean by that? Cat scratch fever and maybe sprain. Oh my goodness, Eva. What's the one thing you could do to make someone's day better? I'm hoping that my live streams are brightening up other people's day. That's something that I try to do within my live streams, just being positive, um, being Christ-like, and just being encouraging to people. So hopefully my live stream is doing that. You're in the bed too, Christine. Yeah, girl, I've been chilling for 2 hours now with y'all. Hi, Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. You guys don't forget to double tap. Don't forget to sub. Nevea says, I feel like I know you. Maybe. Hi, Izzy. Eva, they surely are brightening mine. Oh, thank you, Eva. Love you, girl. Same with you, Bebo. Aw, love you, Ellie. Can can we make a deal? What is the deal, crazy? Hi, chicken. Chicken makeup. Chicken makeup. Christopher, I know you're pretty. How do you get so pretty? I don't know. Genetics, maybe. I take care of myself. Work out. Love you too, baddie. Clock it, Eva. Can we ma? What does that mean? Can you stay up all night? Oh, Christine. I have an 8:30 appointment, so staying up all night is not an option. Are you more of a morning person or a night owl? I definitely prefer to be up with the sun. I prefer to be up in the morning and I like prefer to sleep at night. Now that I am not working a traditional job and making content full time, I stay up significantly later because viewers are online later. So I've adjusting my sleep patterns a little bit to be able to work a little bit later. But other than that, I prefer to be up in the mornings. Oh, okay. You need to put an E. You need to put an E before the U. Okay, bet. Cool. Yeah. What about you guys? Are you guys morning persons? Are you more of like morning person or a night person? Ellie, stay up all night. You want me to stay up all night? Let me see if I can make a poll. All right, you guys, I made a poll. Put your votes in the chat. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Let me see what kind of folks I got here in my chat. What's the last thing that made you laugh out loud? Somebody just asked me. Oh, it was the guy in the chat asked me if my cat eats wet food or dry food. This is a stuffed cat, and he knows that. And that junk made me laugh hard. Also, Ellie was rizzing me up in the chats. That junk had me cracking up laughing too. Courtney, stop dropping stuff on your face, girl. Shelly. Uh-oh, what's the challenge, Shelly? I already seen you. Seen me what? Yeah, we have the same time, Eva. You have school in the morning, so you got to get going, okay? You're up late. Crazy but cute. Let's make a deal. What kind of content do you make, crazy but cute? I'm going to look you up. Crazy underscore but. What kind of content do you make? Bebo, we can be friends. Chicken. Ooh, dance videos. Let's make a deal. And you do makeup? Oh, I might like your content. How many subs do you have right now, crazy but cute? You know, it's best for the algorithm for you to find your subs naturally, though. Did you know that? Crazy but cute. You got 2 subs. Oh, you make shorts. Let's see. How to get a boyfriend tutorial. Part 1. Ask if he is breathing. Boys yelling because I didn't catch the ball in PE. It's really not that deep. Really not that deep. How I look before I go to bed. How I look when I wake up. How long have you been doing your channel? Oh, you're so cute. How old are you? Like 9? For 2 months? Ellie, you make content? Now y'all all want me. Yeah, Shelly, I have no idea. You're 10. Oh, okay, I was close. Chicken Makeup says, look me up too. All right, I just subbed to you, crazy but cute. You guys, I don't just be out here subbing people. I actually like her channel. So if I don't like your content, I ain't gonna sub. Happy birthday, Sierra. Can you look up mine? Yeah, I'm not looking up all of y'all channels. That's not what we're doing here right now. But Ellie, I'm gonna look up Ellie. Y'all gotta come into the chat more often for me to be looking up all of y'all. What's your thing? Nevaeh, oh, I think I know you from going live. Yeah, Nevaeh, you've been on my lives before. Hi, Alasia. Softball for life. How many E's is in your softball for life name, Ellie? What did you used to post about, Ellie? Oh, my sunflower pillow. Yeah, I love these pillows. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, Courtney. Karushid. Hey, how are you doing? Karushid. Hi, sister. How are you? Can you look at the rest of my shorts? Yeah, not right now. I'll look later though. I'm sub now, so your stuff is gonna come up on my timeline. Hi, Blakely. Ellie, you've posted in the community tab before too, right? That'll probably be the easiest way for me to find your channel, Ellie. Yeah. Why won't it let me open up it though? You can't open it on this device. Why not? Whatever. Yeah, when you did your nails, they were cute. Bye, Crazy Cute. Bye, Chicken Makeup. Oh, I wanted to look up your page, Chicken Makeup. I'm curious. I'm curious by that name. What does chicken makeup mean? Yeah, this iPad is be glitching, bro. Chicken makeup. Y'all got one sub and y'all be wanting me to sub. Well, she's a cute. These little girls are so cute. Y'all all want to be content creators. That's everybody's aspiration. Ah! I actually like your content too. She's a cute little girl. Oh my goodness. Hell, I'll get rid of all the E's. Yeah, it's not letting me find. It's so hard to find your channel. What's your name on there, Ellie? Bye. Yippee. I make dance makeup and POVs. Yeah, I just subbed to you, Chicken Makeup. You actually had me laughing though, for real. I like your channel better than the other one I just looked up. Just saying. You got 88 subs, Courtney? You or your mama? Because ain't that your mama page? Ain't that your mama channel? Yeah, Sharon Brown got 88 subs. Sharon Brown is not at all. You don't look like who I thought you was gonna look like. How your name, Courtney? This is a little boy on here. You got a brother, Courtney? And your brother be making shorts on your mama channel? You got 7 subs? What's that mean? Asulao. I don't know what that means. Oh, you and your brother. Yeah, I see your little brother. Well, he throwing up gang signs? Oh, yeah, nope, not for me. Who is this? Yeah, Chicken Makeup, you got 2 subs because I just subbed to you. You only had 1 and then I subbed. What, Eva? Y'all, don't be asking me to sub if y'all don't got good content because I'm not subbing to y'all channels if I don't like your content. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings on this live stream. Blakely, you got 46. Oh yeah, you got what? You trying to do lives, ain't you, Blakely? You need 4 more subs. Oh, thank you, Elijah. It's a stuffed cat. I done got hungry. I need to go brush my teeth so I don't eat late. I've been snacking late. I should go get me a Mentos. Your channel is glitching, Ellie. I want to learn how to do animations. I think I might have, Blakely. Boom, boom, boom. Gigi, you still awake? Hey, Crazy but Cute is back. Gigi, like and subscribe. Hey, yeah, y'all don't forget to like and sub. You said both of what? I have a brother that the best person. Oh, yeah. Brothers are pretty dope. Alrighty. You're sleepy? Yeah, I'm getting sleepy too. 6 E's. All right, let's go. One, two, three, four, five, six. Hey, I found you, girl. Oh, is this what you look like, Ellie? Now I get to see what you look like. That's so cool. Hey, it says I was the 5th like. I just liked one of your videos. Oh, those are your braces you finally got taken off? It won't let me comment on your things. All your comments are turned off because you're a minor. You said you were how old when you made these? How'd your teeth feel? You got those braces off, Ellie. Oh, you're so pretty. It's so cool because you guys get to see my face all the time, and I like never get to see you guys. But now I know what you look like. You did a little edit on that one. Okay, okay, okay. I see you. I see you, Ellie. I see you, girl. Nice. Your teeth are better. He has one with me on the video, sitting in a chair. That's so funny. Y'all just be on y'all mama channel. How you were young though, right there when you were sitting on this train. You talking about Courtney? Do re mi fa so. Hey, we're 5 over the goal tonight for tonight's goal. 5 subs over. Hey, hi Rose. What's up, Eva? What y'all doing? I'm tired. Please what? Please what, Eva? Oh, your brother does? That was me. That was definitely me, Ellie. Sure was. I want to see more. Make some more content, Ellie. My name is Evon, but I go by Bebo. I'm doing my henna and my back hurts. Oh yeah, when you're bent over like that, that's bad. There's one with me singing in the car. On your mom's channel? I don't see that one. On this account right here, Courtney? You only got 9 videos, and they're all of your brother. Except the one with you on the train. But it's also just a picture of you with him talking. This little girl getting fake nails put on, and I can't deal. That's crazy to me. Your dog died on Christmas. That's so sad, Coda. 3 sisters. Yeah, I got 3 sisters too. Oh, on your brother's channel. Nice. You're welcome for what chicken makeup? I subbed. Hey, softball for life got another sub. Nice. See, Ellie? You better get you some make some more content, girl. I love that. Love that for you. You. What's up, Eva? Eva Wing. Bye. Bye, Codasia. Yeah, it's late for me too. I'm about to get going too. Crazy but cute says, hey. For sure, Ellie. All love here, girlie. Praying for you for sure. Continued prayers for sure. Hey, I'm getting tired. Ooh, we're going to be drawing together tomorrow. I look like I'm 15, but I'm not. Yeah, people tell me that all the time too. I feel like I look like my age, but people tell me I look young all the time. I feel like I look like my age. I feel like my age. Uh-oh. Water is gone. Your brother's channel is called Country Boys. I look like I'm 25. I was 25 7 years ago. Almost 8 years ago. It's crazy. I'm closer to 35 than I am 25. Ellie, I feel 87. You don't know what it feels like to be 30. How do you even know what it feels like to be 87? How old are you, chicken? Makeup. You said you were 10. What, Eva? What's up? How do you feel like you're 18? What does that even mean? What does it mean to feel like you're 18? Yeah, what does it feel like to be? You feel like you grown? Is that what you're trying to say? Crazy but cute. What comment did you say? I didn't see it. What did you say, crazy but cute? Black. Girl, you ain't grown. You are not grown. Being grown is not a feeling. I like love. What do you mean, Alasia? Oh, my days. What's that mean? What are you talking about? You're closer to 30 than what? Than 87? Sure. Oh, you like the live? Thank you, Alasia. Me too. Good night. Good job tonight, everyone. Did such a great job on the chat together. I have an X-ray scheduled on my left wrist and hand, so they pray to Jesus. Oh, you getting off, Gigi? All right, I love you. What time your appointment in the morning? Crazy but cute. I don't see your comment. Older than 5, that's true. You just said why you skipped my comment. Can you look at my thing? What thing? I'm all done on my iPad. I'm not looking nothing else up. I'm about to get off. I'm tired. Courtney. 5:14 on and 1. Oh, you posted a new video, Blakely? What did you post your new video? What's your new video about, Blakely? Yeah, we have a appointment tomorrow morning at 8:30. And then I have scheduled childcare for the gym at 10:30. Can you please look at mine? I have been asking for like 20 minutes. Eva, I didn't see you ask. I just put my phone away, though. I just put my iPad away, though. I'll have to look at the next live. Ask me tomorrow, Eva, and I'll look. I didn't see you ask. I just saw you keep saying Bebo, Bebo, Bebo. I was like, what? What do you want? I'm sorry. Sorry, Eva. I did not see your comment. I was not ignoring you, though. Promise. I genuinely didn't see. Can I answer what? Answer what? Crazy but cute. You draw, Blakely? Nice. I'm about to do some reading. Bebo, don't get off. Hi, Rashida. Love you too, Eva. Have a good night, okay? You hate reading? Yeah, it's a necessary thing though. You should probably learn to love it. There's so many things you can open up yourself to and grow if you read. Hi, Ava. You sing and draw, Courtney. That's what's up. I love to draw. Thank you, Eva. Bye, Alasia. Yeah, I'm about to get off in about 7 minutes. Thank you, Ava. Some good kid books. You say you're 10? I love reading. Yeah, I love reading, Rashida. Ellie, you definitely won best pickup lines. You and Katie were going back and forth, but then Katie started saying the same thing over and over. So you definitely took the cake, Ellie. Ellie had Riz in the chat. We need like 10 hours. I've been on for 2.5. It'll be 2.5 hours. I've been on for a long time. And I'm going to be on tomorrow night too. Hi, Aubrey. Love you. Some good 10-year-old books. Have you ever read? I used to love reading. Well, that's not for 10-year-olds, I guess. What's a good? My favorite book that I read when I was like in elementary school was called But Not Buddy. But have you read all the like Judy B. Jones books and stuff like that? I like books about like adventure and like I like books about like real people. I like just like books about people. I know, Ellie. I love that. I read FNAFs. What's that? Twilight was good. You didn't like Twilight? Big Friendly Giant? You don't know what that stands for. You're not tired, Courtney. What time is it for you, Courtney? Oh, nice. Five Nights at Freddy. Do you draw digitally, Blakely, or do you draw on paper? Five Nights at Freddy. Gang. My favorite book was How the Animals Say Goodnight. Ooh, I never read that. What's that about, Rashida? Yeah, I loved Judy B. Jones reading growing up. Nice. Spell what? Judy B. Jones? Or the But Not Buddy book? I used to read the same author that writes But Not Buddy also writes The Watsons Go to Birmingham, and I used to love those books when I were a kid. But I read a lot of like what was that dang on series called? It was like I can't even think about it. I'm tired right now, so you like softball? So does Ellie. She plays volleyball too though. Are you smart? I think subjectively, sure, like I'm smart subjectively, but objectively, like, I'm not that smart. Define smart, like, I'm not like a math whiz or like, I don't know random facts. It depends on the subject. I'm very good at what I'm good at, but no, like, I'm not super smart. I struggled in school as a kid too. Spell what, Rashida? Thank you, crazy but cute. Do you like volleyball better than softball, Ellie? Smart. Thank you, Rashida. I thought you were going to sleep, Coda. Art, math, and math. Which one do you like best, Blakely? Digital or paper? There's only a very few people in the world that are just like smart. Most people are subjectively smart. Like most people are smart or good at a particular thing and can thrive in that area. There's very few people that are just like smart like across the board where they could just do like and know anything. Yeah, I'm like that too. If I got a pen and paper, I will draw, but I've been loving my iPad. Procreate, do you use Procreate, Blakely? You like I played volleyball when I was in middle school. I didn't play in high school though because it was hard on my knees. And I had really bad knee injuries, like knee issues, arthritis in my knees. 9:30 p.m. Yeah, it's 10:30 p.m. for me. I got 2 more minutes, you guys. I like math, gym, reading, and science. Yeah. Reading is probably my favorite subject now. I'm going to read before I go to bed. I'm going to eat some mints and brush my teeth. I understand that, Ellie. Want to know something sad? I don't know. I'm about to go to bed. Do I really want to know something sad before bed? What's up, chicken? I am a veil for snowboarding. Nice. I was going to sleep, but my mom stay at the house now. I'm scared. What you mean? Right, I remember you saying that. That's why I didn't keep doing volleyball because I had bad knees growing up. I still got bad knees though. Bye, Crazy Book You. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Hopefully you can join the live tomorrow. Bye. 1 more minute. The last live stream I watched, the guy ate his burger. That's why I changed the live. His booger? Ugh. Sleep tight. Don't let me bite. So funny, Blakely. My knees are bad, but I ain't quitting. Yeah, if you love it, I understand that. How old are you, Codasia? How old are you? Why are you alone? That is sad, chicken. It's real sad. Oh, wow. Yeah, you started really young. Why don't you make your YouTube volleyball as life? Hi, Shelly. Hi, Rashida. You guys see what time it is? Well, y'all probably got different times than me, but it's 10:30. You're only 5 years old, Rashida. It's not too late to change it. Yeah, chicken, it's late. You crazy. You 5 years old too? Thank you, Shalim. It's a fake cat, though. It's a stuffed cat, not real. That's why it doesn't blink. The cat is non-vegan. What does that even mean? My cat is vegan. Ain't no 5-year-old text like that unless you use the mic. I know, right, Zoe? That's funny. Hi, Lindsay. I'm about to get off now, Lindsay. You guys, I'm getting tired. It's late for me. All right, Blakely. Good night, Blakely. Good night, Ellie. Good night, Chicken. Good night, Lindsay. Good night, Courtney. Who else in the chat? Good night, Rashida. Good night, Blakely. Good night, Eva. I'm getting off now. Night, Chicken. Good night, Lindsay. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.